Oi, eu sou Shampoo e estamos de volta aqui, dessa vez no episódio 4 de Alan Wake. E é isso, sem enrolação, vamos ver o que aconteceu no episódio anterior. Vamos lá pra gameplay.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episódio 4, a verdade. Vamos descobrir a verdade então, será?
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
Pesadelo.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it.
I-
You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Mano, não é possível, velho. Tipo... Pô, faz sentido, mas... mano, não é possível. Tem muita coisa bizarra acontecendo, velho. E eu não tô... Eu não tô legal aqui não, hein? Opa.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
Mano. Não. Tem uma coisa errada.
You do.
Não é
Splendid.
possível,
Alan.
não.
I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Elevador. Caraca, tamo no meio do nada.
Now, Alan, from
Você tá com essa mãozinha assim,
experience
mano?
with you,
O
I know
que
I
rolou
need to
com tua
get
mão?
right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
Isso, cara.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an
Mano.
obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Mano, tá, eu tô tô processando a mensagem, tô lembrando de tudo que aconteceu até agora.
It's all in your head. You've
A
been
galera
made
agindo
up.
esquisito e tal.
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed.
Aquele carinha lá
Your
na cela
delusions
falando de
are just a
escuridão. Aquela
manifestation
moça olhando
of
para o
your
corredor
subconscious
escuro
mind,
também.
trying to
Poderiam ser
protect you from the
pacientes.
too
Mano, tá
painful
tudo fazendo muito sentido, pô.
Unless
Não
we
é possível,
fight
velho.
the fantasy, it will return.
E sim, eu estou falando em cima da fala dele, porque eu não estou acreditando no que tá acontecendo.
Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained.
Ei, o Barry fala isso. Mano, tá tudo muito esquisito, velho. Na moral. Caraca, mano. Não dá. Amigão. Estou preocupado realmente com a mão dele. Olha, são que horas? Ler. Para além da sombra com a qual você se contenta, há um milagre iluminado. TZ. Em memória de um querido amigo e poeta. Ué. São que horas? 9? 11? Eu não sei olhar isso não. Eu não sei não. Fala aí, fião. Vai. Ué. Bagulho confuso, mano. Ó, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12, 11, 10, 9. Entendi. São 11 horas. Eu tinha falado 11, né? Eu acertei, então. Fala aí, fio, vai. Ué, ele mexeu a mão.
Tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron
Amigo,
Lake
tu
spread
aplica
below.
vacina? Que
I could
isso?
see
Por que tua mão
Mirror
tá assim,
Peak on the
cara?
other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Quer dizer, ele aplica vacina, né? Injeção
It
e tudo mais.
seems
Então...
there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Vamos ficar passeando então, né?
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that?
Uma garrafa.
Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Now, here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Boas-vindas à pousada Cauldron Lake. Estamos aqui para oferecer o tratamento especializado de que você precisa. No entanto, lembre-se, peça que amigos e familiares marquem um horário de visita para que não interfiram na sua terapia ou períodos de criatividade. Respeite a privacidade e o espaço pessoal dos outros pacientes, principalmente quando estiverem engajados em seus processos criativos. Seja paciente. Normalmente nossos pacientes têm problemas criativos duradouros que não serão resolvidos da noite para o dia. Permita-se levar o tempo de que precisar. Lembre-se que seu tratamento é voluntário e elaborado especificamente para você. A terapia de engajamento e o método associado, o fluxo, funciona melhor quando você está ativamente engajado no processo de moldagem deles. Em caso de dúvida, não hesite em expressá-la. O que é isso? Isso é um quadro? Acho que é, né? De um olho. Tá.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Night Springs é aquele programa.
Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a
Os caras têm um tabuleiro da série.
heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are
Para de falar, velho.
in
Na moral,
advanced
parece o Barry, na
stages
moral,
of
velho.
dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Hora da leitura. Os escritos e assistente de Thomas Zane.
Zane could feel the poems.
Zane podia sentir os poemas tomando forma, moldando as coisas. Conforme escrevia, ele quase sentiu o poder que emergia das teclas da máquina de escrever. Isso o deixava eufórico, porém assustado. Se não fosse por seu jovem assistente Emil, ele teria desistido. Mas Emil o convenceu do contrário. Ele também tinha jeito com as palavras.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Tá.
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes
Vai, tem uma
you
página ali. Como
remember
é que eu chego ali?
on the brain.
Oh,
Dá pra
just
passar por aqui.
noticed. Leather patches on the elbows.
Será que tem que dar a volta? Sei lá. Amigão. Nossa, tá falando de Baba Yaga agora.
Got to him too, the damn witch.
Tá. Queria saber como chega lá. Ah, por aqui. Será? Acho que sim. Vamos.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Não dá pra entrar, mano. Tá, não tá liberado. Oxi.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes.
Ei, isso aí não sou não.
And that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things. A lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Então tá bom, né? Vamos deixar ele no processo criativo dele, né? E...
And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up and the writers won't.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Tá bom. Tá bom, filho.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Caramba.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Tá. Tá, a garrafa tá do outro lado. Beleza. O que é isso? Pera aí. Não, calma aí, calma aí.
Hartman wanted me to
Tenho
write.
até medo
I knew
de
I
onde isso
could,
vai levar.
but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Tá abrindo no YouTube? Será que é meu canal?
A beginning. A primordial forest. The colors of the fall. The mist. A caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away. A blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death.
Que? Tá aí então, né? Vamos buscar garrafinha de café. Dá pra ir pra cá, não. Mano, que doideira, velho. Do nada um QR Code. QR Code. Não dá pra mexer nisso mesmo, né? Tá. Mano, eu tô com medo. Eu tô... Ah, aqui é o meu. Aqui é do Emerson. Desoule. Desoule tá trancado. Lane. Lane tá... Ah, mudou nada, eu acho. Tudo... como estava já, eu acho. Aqui não dá. Anderson. E não sei mais o que. Tá. Um pôster. Outro pôster. O pôster da... O videogame. Oxe, tem Night Springs. Tem jogo também do Night Springs, mano. Mano, Night Springs é sucesso, tá ligado? Isso aqui é um mapa? Acho que é, né? Caraca, tem um monte de tabuleiro, joguinho e tal, mano. Da hora. A vista aqui, da hora. O DVD, provavelmente, ou é um livro? Eu acho que é um livro, talvez. Acho que é um DVD. Do Night Springs. Como eu disse, um sucesso. E vamos lá pro nosso quarto, né? Ver o que é que vai rolar.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Imbecil e tumulto. Uma página, do nada. Vamos ver. Hora da leitura. Barry na pousada. Hartman continuava a falar, mostrando a clínica com um orgulho evidente. Ele tagarelava sem parar sobre seus troféus de caça. Barry ficou impressionado, mas estava ali a negócios. Ele ergueu a voz e interrompeu o monólogo. Hartman, onde está Al? Hartman parou na metade da frase, irritado com a interrupção. Ele acenou para o enfermeiro corpulento que estava por perto. O homem sorriu e colocou a mão hábil no ombro de Barry. Ei, rapaz. Então o Barry que chegou aí, é?
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Qual foi que teve, fião?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Peraí, onde é que fica o... Onde é que fica mesmo? É aqui? É. Caraca, quem pintou isso aqui, mano?
They were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Caraca.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Mano, será que a brisa de deixar ela no escuro é isso aí, então? Dele meio que ignorar ela e tal. Ficar irritado por aí e tal. Mott fracassa com Hartman. Hartman não estava satisfeito. Mott podia ver em seus olhos. Ele baixou a cabeça rapidamente. Tinha pisado na bola e sabia disso. A vergonha pelo fracasso era difícil de aguentar. Ele não esperava que Wake dissesse que precisaria de mais tempo e acabou dando um prazo de 2 dias, menos do que Wake havia pedido, para mostrar quem estava no comando. Mas isso não fazia parte do plano de Hartman. Mano, eu juro que eu tô extremamente confuso, tá? Eu acho que nem é muito difícil de, né?
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too!
Agent Nightingale. This is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Deu uma conquista aqui, opiniões médicas. Acho porque eu ouvi todos os áudios dali.
The wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Tá vendo que tá esquisito, pô?
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds.
Nossa, eu vou tirar a Barry de lá de dentro, mano.
Seriously, do you have any idea how
Isso é o que é pior.